guys, Mark here, Celtic Crossbows. Bit later than I thought would happen on Saturday. I've had a few family problems, I won't go into it. But as promised now, tonight, we'll be putting the Steambow alligator through his paces. We'll be loading in the 133 grain carbon fibre. Andy, just double check the weight. The 235 grain bolts. So we're going to load them in now. This doesn't have the speed loader capability. So we're going to bring first the 130 grain nearest damn it carbon fibre, and now the 230 grain, and we'll be shooting at my state-of-the-art indoor target facility, the kitchen. I will be having 3 shots with each. I'll do 3 shots standing. I'll take the camera down and show it, and then I'll do a reshoot as you can see the results. The reason being is I haven't got 2 cameras, so I can't splice the 2 together. Okay, so I just move over now to position 1. Okay, kiddie winks, here we are, position 1. With the Steambow alligator. For those of you who don't know the channel, what the hell is a Steambow alligator? It's a Steambow Pro, £90 limb, Steambow trigger, Steambow stock, Steambow, everything Steambow apart from the frame, which is alligator. So we're going to come on the target now. We're going to fire 3 shots of each, and we'll see what the results are. Okay, we're all set up. The range is at a guesstimated 10 paces, 10 yards, 10 metres ish, whatever Mr. Sprav said was the recommended. So we're going to come in first with the 3 130 grain bolts. First one bounced out, second one didn't. And then now we're on to the 230 grain bolts. Now I'm going to aim these a bit higher. First one bounced out, second one stuck in. Right, that was a reassuring thud. I think you agree on that. Okay, going to bring the board up because I got the washing machine running, so we're going to be quieter in here. Okay folks, so we're going to measure now. I'm going to do this the best I can because I'm only using my laptop, and I'm going to have to try and position the camera without a viewfinder to see where we're going to go. So I just move the board over. So shut the door for no interruptions from the kitchen. My little MG. Right, so I'm going to bring the camera by here. Let's have a look. Okay. These 2 are the lightweights, these 2 are the heavy. Now on both occasions, the 3 shots for the 130 grain and the 3 shots for the 230 grain, 2 bounced out. I think they might have ricocheted off the steel noddies that got stuck in there. But let's have a look at the measurements now on the depth. Okay, let's have a look. 14.5. Right, now this is quite interesting. They've all penetrated roughly 14.5 centimetres of the shaft is left exposed, which means, just grab a bolt. Right, so we just measure the shaft here, so 14.5 on here. So it's 16.5 centimetres. Yep, 16.5 centimetres the shaft. So they've all roughly 2 centimetres into the board. This is the 250 grain, and that's showing 14.5, 15, 14.5, 15. So you've had roughly an extra 5 millimetres of penetration for the extra 100 grains in the bolt. Now I'm not going to remove these. We're going to use the 150 grain alloy now and the 300 grain alloy, and we're going to compare directly to the carbons. Although these won't be damaged, I can guarantee that. It'll be interesting to see how the alloy shafts compare. Okay, we got two of the bolts here which bounced out. This is the 130 grain light. As you can see, bring it to the camera, completely undamaged, completely unblemished. No curves, no bends, nothing wrong. And this is one of the 230 grain heavyweights, so to speak. Again, no split into the shaft, knock is still perfectly intact, so it functions great. Like I said, you're getting about, on a solid 1-inch chipboard, an extra 5mm of penetration. So against a soft target, that's going to be a significant difference on penetration with the 230 grain as opposed to 130 grain. Right, what I'm going to do now, I'm going to quickly weigh on camera the bolts for the 115 230. That's 296. 294, that's passable. 296. Okay, and now the empty. 143. 142. 142.8. Okay, so I'm going to load them into the pistol bow now. Okay, so you're going to be loading into the pistol bow. This is the 6.3 inch, 150-ish grain. Again, I will say, sit your bugger. 150-ish grain. Sorry, get in there. Yeah. Now this is something I've just discovered with this magazine. It doesn't like that one. Don't like that one. Right, press and pause. Right, okay, I'm back. I didn't notice I picked up bolts without knocks on. So these ones now are going straight in. So that's the 150 grains in, and now the 300 grains. It's going to be really interesting. Because as we know from the carbon fibre, there's only 5mm difference of penetration. But this time, I'm not going to put the camera on me firing. You don't want to see that. You want to see the actual hit in the target. So this is what I'm going to do now. So you might have a bit of background noise from the old wash machine. I should have thought of this better. Okay, so here we are at target. You can see the other bolts already in there. So I'm just going to go back now and fire the 6 shots. 3 first will be the 150 grain, followed by the last 3, the 300 grain. Right, these are the heavyweights now. Okay, let's go and have a look. I'll pick the board up with me, which is pretty heavy. I shouldn't have thought of this. And let's have a look now on the sofa, how the bolts are gone. Right, okay. There's a massive difference. Right. This here, bring the camera in a bit. Yeah, I think that'll do. This one here, you can see, is about halfway through the blade height. Same as this one. This one is nearly completely buried in. This one is almost in up to the hilt. So that's the difference between the 150 grain there and the 300 grain there. You can see it's significant. Is about, again, I would say a centimetre buried deeper into the board. But this is 1 inch solid chipboard, and it's pretty well done. It's done exactly as said in tin. Let's have a look on the back of the board. Right, okay. So we can see here on the back, some of the broadheads are starting to come through as a tip pointing through there. If I can pick it up on the camera, I should try and get my finger there. As a tip coming through there, and as a tip coming through there. So that's the 300s. So will a 300 broadhead penetrate 1 inch chipboard? Absolutely. Looking at what we got there, the broadhead did a better job on penetration than the bodkin tip. The bodkin tip has caused a bigger damage area, it just is dissipated more shock energy into the target. You can see it was disrupted around the entry hole, but the broadheads have sliced into the chipboard much more effectively than the broadheads. Let's go back. Okay guys, so we're going to try and take some of these out now without damaging them, because also we want everything reusable. Put it against the board. Here's one come out now, one of the broadheads. Absolutely fine. No bending, no damage. Take another one out. Again, no bending, no damage, but the steel shaft inside does make a difference. A massive difference. Try and get some of the now you see that? This is an unweighted carbon. That literally just comes straight out. That's the 130 grain fuel weight. I think that's a 130. Perfectly undamaged. Yeah, that's a 230. Again, perfectly undamaged and reusable. I know, this is a 230. But as you can see, you try and get it on camera. The tip has come unglued, trying to pull it out. So it's just a matter of re-gluing the tip, and she's ready to go. But again, no damage to the shaft. But burying into chipboard, this is a serious hard target. Is not like a block of jelly. Again, we bring on camera. Completely undamaged. That's perfect. Perfectly reusable. So that's another one. Completely undamaged. Completely reusable. And the last one, again, completely undamaged. So I hope it's approved. So we're just going to press pause. Okay guys, so we come to the conclusion then that with your bolts shafted and the alloy bolts on a solid target, if it's a fully shafted bolt, they're not going to bend. So your alloy bolts, which usually bend and snap, the edge snap out, with the extra weight inside, acting like a dead weight, so to speak, punching at the target, is a clean drive through, and because you've got the steel shaft inside, it stops the flex of the alloy arrow bolt. So top recommendation. Right now, what we're going to do now, as we said, I was going to do with these ones weighted steel shaft. I forgot to put a knock in last night. So it acts like a piston. So the air pressure in the front pushed the shaft back out. And it glued in that position. So it's going to be light in the head by about that much. And all the weight's going to be back. So that's going to fly crap. So that's one wasted bolt. So I'm going to do the experiment again tonight. Cut another bolt to, or incidentally, what was the weight? So you asked. Is it because this isn't the full weight because I pushed them back out? So this is the carbon fibre. 410 grain. I estimated 450, so with the alloy knock in the back and the bolt fully pressed back home, it would be about 425 grain. We do, however, have this one, so we can go and do a quick bit of fun now to have a look to see how it would perform. Okay, I don't recommend this at home to some of you don't care. Bow's cocked, fingers off the trigger. Keeping your fingers away from the front of the bow. That's now released and against the string. So that's loading an 8.5 inch into a magazine. So we're just going to come on over. Okay. Coming in quick because I only got 2 minutes left on time. It's a bugger. And there we are. Sorry guys, I had to cut it short, time's running out. I think I'll reshoot the end of this one again. Thanks and bye bye.